whether you're married, whether you're a parent, whether you're a student, whether you're a teacher, whether you're an employee, whether you're an employer, no matter where you find yourself in life, you are going to need some forgiveness. That's why I tell my church folk all the time, you came looking for a perfect church, you stop attending. You go find you another church because you ain't going to find it here.
Oh, God.
If you're looking for a perfect pastor, you ain't going to find it here. Matter of fact, I'm going to probably do you wrong. I'm probably going to, do something I didn't mean to, meant to. Sometimes, it's just, but we're going to give each other grace space.
That's right.
Yeah.
Everybody look at each other and say, grace space.
Grace space.
Yeah, because I'm going to need forgiveness.
Yes.
Next point. I will not get through life without being mistreated.
Oh, Jesus.
Nobody is going to get through life without being mistreated. If you have the potential to get through life without being mistreated, then Jesus would have never taught us to pray, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us.
Oh, God.
So there's stuff you've got to get on the inside of you. No one ever promised you, can I just say it, even in the church,
Yes.
that you ain't going to attend church and somebody ain't going to mistreat you.
Jesus.
As a matter of fact, we have a lot of scriptures that seem to indicate that you should actually prepare to be mistreated.
Oh, God.
Blessed are you when you are persecuted. For when all manner of evil is said against you for my name's sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad. James says, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. Don't act like it's a strange thing when you go to church and someone does you wrong. You're not going to get through life without being mistreated. Everybody got it? All right, next one. I don't need anybody's cooperation to forgive.
That's good. Oh, God.
I'm just going to camp right out here for a moment. I don't need anybody's approval, permission, or cooperation to forgive. They don't even have to change their ways for me to forgive. Right. Matter of fact, they probably won't change their ways. Hello? They're probably going to be just how they are. But you don't have to have their cooperation to forgive. Watch. Let me walk this out. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to talk to them to forgive them. Because when you deal with some crazy folk, and pick up the phone and call them and say, I forgive you, then you're going to create a whole other problem.
Yes.
Because I already know the word I forgive you sounds and can sound condescending if they hear it wrong.
Right.
So you don't even have to talk to them to forgive them. You don't even have to send them a letter to forgive them. You don't even have to have dinner with them and pay for it to forgive them. You don't have to have anybody's cooperation. As a matter of fact, sometimes it's easier to forgive people from a distance.
Yes.
Am I right about it?
Oh, yes.
So hang on, because here's where I think we get mixed up. We get mixed up with this thing. Because we get forgiveness and restitution or restoration mixed up.
Wow.
Come on, break it down.
See, I don't have to have your cooperation or anybody's cooperation to forgive. But I must have their cooperation to restore. Some people get forgiveness and restoration mixed up. I can forgive you without your help, but I can't restore you to the place that you were in my life without your help. How many understand what I just said there?
That's awesome.
So people get this mixed up because they don't understand. I've seen people in abusive relationships and not know where the line is.
Right.
And they say, well, you know, this man or this woman keeps beating me up. And I got to preface that because we live in a day. Can I just say, we only have one guy here. But if I was in a group of men, I'd say, listen, guys, if your woman can beat you up, you know, you got a problem. Don't you date a woman that can beat you up. Am I right about it?
I know that's right. Say that.
You know, because there's some tough ones out there. And I just had to throw that out there because you know, usually when we talk about domestic violence, it's men whooping their wives. But I've seen a whole new wave come into this generation of some wives whooping their husbands. Come on, talk
you
to
better
me.
say that. That's the truth. You better say it.
So they get into a relationship, and this man is physically abusive and hitting them. And then they say, well, the Bible says I need to forgive them. Listen. It is possible to forgive someone and not have them in your house.
That's so true.
Well, come on.
Because restoration is not the same thing. So I can forgive you without your cooperation, but I can't restore you without your participation. So this is a good thing, because forgiveness means I don't have